Live from the BDN Studios, it's Bang and Dang.
That's awesome.
If you don't like that, then
You ain't black.
Well, Anthony Taterhead Tate, the sergeant at arms of the Hells Angels chapter in Anchorage, volunteered to become a paid informant for the FBI in 1984.
What the fuck's the guy doing in Anchorage? I mean, I guess it's probably more meth than anything in the world.
Commencing a 3-year nationwide organized crime drug enforcement task force.
You ever watch like Alaska PD or something like that?
I've watched
It's fucking insane.
Gangland, and they had a thing about Alaska, and there's surprisingly a bunch of street gangs in Anchorage.
Like Live PD, it's in Anchorage, and somewhere else, dude. It's like constant crime. I'm like, holy shit, dude. And these people are like, we gotta take a helicopter because we can't get to this place, or it's gonna be about 45 minutes on snowmobile. Jeez.
I mean, what else you got to do?
Right.
Commit crime and
Smoke meth and steal alcohol.
All right. Travel in the country at government expense. Tate made documented purchase of firearms, explosives, and drugs from various Hells Angels chapters. He also covertly recorded club meetings by wearing a wire.
Oh, wow.
During one such meeting, Barger admiringly told Tate that he represented the Hells Angels of the 90s. He was clean-cut, articulate, and capable of carrying out club business.
Look at that.
Yeah, if you only knew. Huh?
Right.
August 12, 1986, John Cleve, J.C. Webb, call him J.C., a member of the Anchorage Hells Angels, was shot and killed by outlaws outside a biker bar in Jefferson County, Kentucky. Why all the way in Kentucky?
Right.
Prompting Barger to say that it was time to start killing outlaws again.
You ain't getting.
Barger sent a stolen copy of a government document prepared by the El Paso Intelligence Center, which contained the identities and personal data of outlaws, members, and associates via express mail to Webb's sister. That's why he was there. In Louisville. Sure. Who then turned it over to the Hells Angels members.
Oh, shit.
He also displayed another copy of the Epic Manual, which is the El Paso thing, and explained how to use it to fellow Hells Angels at an Oakland chapter meeting.
Oh, man. This guy, he just wants to get shit done.
Well, you have to explain how to use it. You read the names.
Right. When another chapter member suggested calling outlaws to inquire whether Webb's killing was an isolated incident, Barger replied, call them collect.
I don't get that. What's that supposed to mean?
Right. He lent the
they have to pay for the call or something?
I guess. He lent the Epic Manual to Tate for photocopying after Anchorage chapter president Edwin Hubert, who was also expressed retaliatory sentiment after Webb's killing, instructed Tate to acquire a copy of the manual in September 1986.
Mm-hmm. When Tate informed Barger in a phone conversation that the FBI was investigating the package he had mailed to Webb's sister, Barger proposed the alibi that the package contained sympathy cards. Barger also circulated a photograph of the two outlaws who killed Webb, firstly at an Oakland chapter meeting November 30th, and then again at a summit of West Coast chapter officers January 3rd, 87.
Oh, shit.
He and Tate discussed retaliation against outlaws on several occasions, and Tate encouraged Barger to travel to Alaska to provide guidance to the Anchorage chapter on retributive action.
Right.
Look at this Tate guy just setting everybody up.
Asshole. After Cleveland chapter president Kenny Yates, he was shot and wounded by outlaws in Joliet, Illinois on 18 September 1987. Tate told Barger that he had been to Chicago and Milwaukee to carry out reconnaissance on outlaw clubhouses, and that he would require an alibi if he was to carry out an attack. To which Barger responded, that would be no problem. 18th of October, 1987. Tate informed Barger of a fictitious plot to bomb the outlaws' Chicago headquarters, which he purported would likely kill 5 or 6 people. And Barger replied, that'll be really nice after that Juliet thing. A bomb just for 5 or 6 people. Come on, you want to get
small one?
50 or 60 of them bitches in there, right?
Well, Barger then made plans to provide an alibi for Tate. Between October 20th and 23rd, 1987, Michael O'Farrell periodically stayed in Hyatt hotel room booked by Tate and drove Tate's rental car. Tate called Barger on November 9, 1987, and reported that he had accomplished his mission. Operation Cacus, C-A-C-U-S, concluded on November 10, 1987, when, what was the operation? Didn't we say that? It was the operation that Tate was doing. When 38 Hells Angels members and associates in Alaska, California, Kentucky, North Carolina, and South Carolina were arrested on various narcotic, weapons, explosives, and conspiracy charges.
Oh, shit. Well, Barger, he was among 13 people taken into custody in the Bay Area, where over 400 FBI, ATF, and California State Police personnel carried out 26 raids on homes and other properties, seizing more than 100 weapons, approximately $1 million in cash and drugs.
That's it?
And 3 meth labs.
Uh-oh.
Damn. 2 Epic manuals and a homemade explosive device were discovered in Barger's home. Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
By federal agents. Tim McKinley of the FBI gave orders to the FBI agents who arrested Barger to place his handcuffed hands behind his back which the agents ignored and placed his hands in the front. Is there a reason for that?
McKinley joked to Schur and Marsden, who are agents, good help is so hard to get. Okay. As Barger was being marched into the FBI San Francisco office November 10th, 1987, Ted Baltas of the ATF approached Barger to take custody of him. Barger kicked him in the right knee and assaulted him.
Oh, shit.
When McKinley came to Baltas' aid, he in turn assaulted him.
Oh, shit.
Barger's last words to McKinley, a man he had hated, were, "Fuck you, McKinley, you're an asshole."
Oh, shit.
McKinley stated the trial was a desperate time for Barger, as he stated. When he gets scared and under pressure, he reverts to type. Cornered, trapped, he lashes out.
Ooh. Never back a dog into a corner.
Right.
A Hyatt hotel room key, handwritten note, deemed to have been written by Barger after evaluation by a handwriting expert, listing Anthony Tate's hotel room number and rental car license plate number, were also found at Michael O'Farrell's residence. While most of the angels arrested in North Carolina were charged with North California were charged with drug offenses, Barger and O'Farrell were accused of conspiring to violate federal firearms and explosives laws.
Oh, please.
United States Attorney General Edwin Meese stated that Barger's arrest had averted 5 murders. Barger,
possibly.
Right. Barger was formally indicted on the 15th December 1987, along with 20 others.
Well, Barger and 9 other angels from California and Alaska were extradited to Kentucky to stand trial for conspiring to transport firearms and explosives across state lines.
Oh, shit.
10 defendants went on trial at Louisville Federal Court beginning in July '88, accused of plotting to bomb the Clubhouse of the Outlaws Louisville chapter located in the city's Portland neighborhood, which is in retaliation for the J.C. Webb killing. Barger was represented by defense attorney Stephen Miller, and Barger's wife worked on the defense team as a paralegal.
Oh, beautiful.
Around 100 Hells Angels wearing full colors attended the trial, as did the country singer Johnny Paycheck, who was a friend of Barger.
No shit. Johnny Paycheck.
Huh? What's he sing?
Wow. What you got there, Johnny?
70s is a force of country music's outlaw movement. You got any good songs, bud? Probably not.
Pardon me, I've got something to say. He's a great Opry member. Take a six job and shove it. Oh, that's what he's notable for, huh? I ain't working here no more.
So he piggybacked off of Hank, Waylon Willie, and Billy Joe Shaver, and Merle Haggard.
The U.S. Marshal Services provided security. And assistant United States attorneys assigned to the case were deputized by the marshals, allowing them to carry guns inside the courthouse.
Look at that shit.
Prosecutors asserted that the Angels were a highly organized criminal organization ruled by a code of silence.
Omerta.
Involved in drug trafficking, shootings, and bombings. Anthony Tate, the government's key witness, was housed in a safe house in Louisville, in a Louisville suburb of Prospect during the trial, where he was guarded by an FBI SWAT team. Damn, a whole SWAT team guarded his ass.
The defense team endeavored to expose the government's outrageous investigative conduct and discredit Tate, whom the government acknowledged was paid $300,000 in salary and expenses for the information he provided. Tate's estranged wife, Brenda Lee Fowler, gave evidence for the defense, calling her husband a liar, a scum, and a cheater.
Oh, shit.
And alleging that he dealt drugs. Wait. That's not the defense. The defense would be them, the Hells Angels.
Yeah, she's back in the Hells Angels. She said her husband's a piece of shit.
I get it. Oh, Tate's estranged wife.
Right.
Okay, I was thinking Barger's wife. All right. Tate's estranged wife, Brenda Lee Fowler, gave evidence for the defense, calling her husband a liar, a scum, and a cheater, and alleging that he dealt drugs. Leonard Cool Ray Mullen, the Outlaws member convicted of killing Webb, testified that... Oh, he was already convicted. Testified that he shot Webb over a personal feud and that there was no war between the Outlaws and the Angels.
He had to say that.
All right.
Well, they then also attested that the FBI had asked him to fake his own death in order to further their investigation against the Angels, to which he's like, hell no.
Fuck no.
Defendants shook hands with Mullen, thanked him for his testimony.
Shook hands?
Oh, shit.
The defendants shook hands with Mullen.
Wow. Okay. That's weird.
So the Hells Angels did?
I guess.
Okay.
Wow, what's going on here, man?
All right.
Wow. Under a special arrangement approved by the United States District Judge Edward Johnstone, defense attorneys subpoenaed each of the co-defendants as witnesses, entitling them to per diem witness fees. Nice. The total cost of the case was estimated at $1 million. Barger reported celebrated his 50th birthday in the midst of the trial by partying and smoking marijuana at the home of Thomas Clay, Michael O'Farrell's lawyer. That was in Goshen, Kentucky.
Of course, why wouldn't you?
That lawyer's like, come on, guys.
He didn't care.
All right.
Following a 3-month trial, the longest ever in the history. 3 months was the longest ever in the history of Western District of Kentucky.
Oh, shit.
Barger and O'Farrell were indeed convicted October 28, 1988 on the felony charge of conspiracy to transport and receive explosives in interstate commerce with intent to kill and damage buildings.
Oh, shit.
Barger and 3 other defendants were also convicted on the misdemeanor charge of knowingly converting a copy of a government document, while 5 others were acquitted of all charges. He stated following his conviction, "I think we won very handily in there."
Oh.
Just too bad that Irish and I were convicted, but we'll probably win with an appeal. I think it's a devastating blow to the government, and I couldn't be happier with the verdict, except if I had been found innocent myself.
Oh, wow.
He was just glad that everybody else got innocent.
What a positive guy, that guy. Oh, fantastic. 10th of March, 1989, Barger sentenced 57 months in prison. Federal Correction Institution in Phoenix, Arizona. He took up running for exercise in prison, saying, "I'm slow, but I can go on forever." While in prison, Barger received dozens of requests for interviews every month, but continuously turned them down as he was collaborating with a screenwriter at the time to have his life story turned into a motion picture. And he was unwilling to compromise the commercial viability of this very project. He's like, hell no.
Okay. Christmas 1989, he sent one of the prosecutors in the case, who was Assistant U.S. Attorney Cleve Gamble, a card from prison showing him posing on a towel as if he were on the beach with the message, "Nice weather. Wish you were here." As inmate 82740-011, he became to be fond of Arizona, as he later wrote. "I dig the desert. It's the new California. It's wide and free."
Oh, no shit.
Barger appealed his convictions, contending that the government's investigative conduct had deprived him of his Fifth Amendment right to due process, that he had been incited to commit crimes by Anthony Tate and the government, and that the district court erred when it sentenced him pursuant to the Sentencing Reform Act guidelines. Yeah, I was just going to say that earlier.
Right.
This dude's like goading him into doing shit.
Right.
He came to him saying he wanted to bomb things.
So I got all this stuff going on. I need an alibi.
Ridiculous.
Wow. He said the government's case against him, in his own words, "There never was a crime thought up by the Hells Angels. It was thought up by the FBI. It was paid for by the FBI. And I went to jail for it. That's the way it goes."
That's the way she goes, boys.
23rd of January, year 1991. The United States Court of Appeals for the Sixth Circuit upheld Barger's convictions, stating that the granting him amnesty would greatly intrude into the law enforcement and functions of executive branches of federal and state governments.
In other words, we need to do slimy, creepy, fucking dumb shit to get people behind bars because we're too dumb to catch them doing actual shit.
Wow.
The appeals court agreed with the government's position that its conduct was necessary due to the Hells Angels' violent history, and rejected Barger's argument that the government had committed entrapment because it deemed the conspiracy to have been originated by the Hells Angels themselves. Okay. Furthermore, the appeals court ruled that the district court did not act in error to sentence Barger under the federal guidelines. Of course it did.
Barger, released from prison 6th November, year 1992, after serving 3.5 years of a 4-year sentence.
That's not bad.
All right, just take it. On the day of his release, Barger took a flight to Oakland International Airport, attended a homecoming party at the Mountain House, a bar at Ultimate Pass in Livermore, at which Johnny Paycheck performed.
Look at that.
Good for you, bud. To celebrate the end of his parole, he held another private party in Livermore on the 6th of November in 1994. He was only on parole for 2 years. And this was attended by approximately 700 people, including the politicians Gary Condit and Ben Nighthorse Campbell. Colorado State Senator Nighthorse Campbell had allegedly tried to use his influence to have Barger released from prison earlier.
Well, it didn't work, did it?
Yeah.